just a moment ago. Pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
To number 20.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 44 yards. 1st and goal from the 6. Herbert, quick pass out wide. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing is Jackson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and up forced the incompletion.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to try and throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Ekeler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and he took the ball off course. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Jackson on a give to Dobbins. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
4th down.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And look at this. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. So they get the 1st down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. So that's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Finding room at the 30. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Jackson on the keeper. 21 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 40-yard line.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. From the gun, they go to Edwards. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7. Our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chargers' 36-yard line.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Dobbins running out of the gun. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a
up at the 29 now. They'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Here's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And that's caught inside the 30. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 30-yard line.
Herbert throwing again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete to number 20. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. The final shot before the break for Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Raven.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He can run for it, and he will. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. From the gun, Jackson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They snap it to Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well,
a big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Chargers 10. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll be out right at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 15. First down, Los Angeles.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Herbert, eluding the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
To number 20.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Up at 6. Brings up
Working with his 2nd and 4.
The 11-yard line.
They'll run here with Balaj. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. The gun, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Score, Chargers 17. Ravens 14.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And past the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Now Dobbins. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 38, Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing now is Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Jackson to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They'll look to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Herbert now to throw. Flushed out right. And, oh, there's it's intercepted. Herbert picked off at the 15.
You have to remember, with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. The 20, 10.
You know what? Why don't you just start over?
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Ravens 20.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Ravens, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they drop just their second